In this video, I'm going to show you how to use voice recording in Claude. Now, this is similar to the video I just did for ChatGPT, where it's called dictation. In Claude, they call it recording, but it has pretty much the same icon you can see in here. ChatGPT has got the little microphone, and they've got the exact same thing in Claude. And there is one other difference. With Claude, it transcribes as you speak, which means you don't have to wait to finish dictating before you see what it's transcribed. You'll see it in the screen transcribing in real time, which actually allows you to make some corrections. So let's go ahead and see how that works in action. And again, I will use the same questions I used with ChatGPT. The first one is, can I still have a beer if I'm on a course of antibiotics? So we're going to go into Claude and we're going to hover over the record button. And for the first time, like we did with ChatGPT, we do have to authorize it. So it will ask us here, Claude AI wants to use the microphone, and we go and say, okay. I'm going to be starting a course of antibiotics, penicillin, and I want to know if I can have a beer with my dinner tonight while I'm on that. And we can see it actually transcribed that perfectly. And as we were talking, it was actually transcribing. Let's go ahead and get an answer on that. Now let's use our second question like we used with ChatGPT about selling a car. I'm going to go ahead and dictate that. I'm selling a used Honda CR-V. It's a 2008 with about 240,000 kilometers on the clock. It's a one-owner car. It's got leather seats. It's manual. And I'd like to know what I should be selling it for. And we can see once again, it transcribed as we went along, and we could see if it was transcribing the right thing. And that saved us quite a bit of typing already right there. And we can go ahead and get our question answered. Now, I do want to give you a couple of tips. You must try and speak clearly because just like a human, if you don't pronounce properly, it will misunderstand you. And secondly, also remember to wait for the beep before you talk because it takes about a second before it starts. And if you start talking before that, it won't get that. And lastly, you can actually correct yourself on the fly if you make mistakes. So let's just have a look at some of these little tips now in action. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start talking before it's actually made the beep to know it's listening. I am selling a used Honda CR-V, and it missed the beginning of the sentence, which is I am selling a used. So you must remember to wait for those 3 beeps before you start talking. Now the second thing is we can course correct as we're going because we can see what it is typing. So I'm going to mispronounce CR-V and then correct it. I am selling a used Honda CR-B. Sorry, I meant to say a used Honda CR-V. It's got 240,000 on the clock. And you can see I'm midway corrected. There it said CR-B, and then I saw that I'd made a mistake, and then I just corrected myself along the way. So if I'm watching what's being transcribed as I'm speaking, it's very easy to make a correction and not have to re-record anything. All right, so I hope you now know how to use the record functionality in Claude, and I hope it's going to save you a whole bunch of typing. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye.